Welcome to Center Heights Productions. Please hit the like and subscribe down below in your right hand corner. Muchly appreciated. Thank you to my subscribers and followers. Please share with your friends and family. And to those who come across the channel, please don't leave without subscribing and hitting the likes. Helps the channel grow. And hope we have built a good, solid community and continue to grow. We take great pride in being a podcast that doesn't focus on rumor land, which 99% of the time never comes to fruition. So we don't tend to want to fly with gossip. And we don't use clickbait to get you here. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, I know we're a little behind, but you're going to see us catch up fairly quick as there'll be a video coming for the game last night as well. All right, so we're a little behind, but a lot going on appointment wise. So I ask for your understanding and patience. All right, so let's get to it. Now, this was Saturday night's game, and this was one that Montreal really needed to get in hand because we've been losing so many divisional games, and this particularly was a team that was really making us feel it. The Buffalo Sabres, who've just been on fire the last month, and they burnt us twice, pretty good too. So it was time for Montreal to have an answer because you got to start winning those divisional games. And we needed our good, solid response. We went with Dobes and nets. He stood on his head. He was phenomenal. We got scoring from crucial. What can you say about Cole, Caufield, and Dobes? They were, to me, those were your front runners. And Slav was in there as well, and Hudson's always in there. So, that's just a given. So this was a great game. Montreal did respond, and Montreal, they easily, because they got behind in this one, they easily could have let up on their laurels and just let it slide away, but they just kept that continual, which has been a growth in this unit. Even from a year ago, you see that much more growth. This team never quits. So we came back in the third and won this game anyway. So we'll give you the breakdown of this. So great effort by the Canadians, the no quit. Dobish holding them in when he had to. Good solid game all the way from this whole unit. It was a really good quality game and a massively quality win for a divisional team that we have to start beating. Those are where we're losing like 4 games that are worth 4 points in the standings. We got to start beating these divisional rivals, even if they're upcoming like ourselves. All right, so the first period was 1-0 Montreal. Buffalo came back in the second period with 2 goals of their own, taking the lead going into the third, and Montreal exploded in the third with 3 goals to win this game 4-2. Nice to see. We needed that. No end ifs and buts. And so good effort all the way around. Now let's get into some stats and stuff. Well, or let's see what's first. Jakob Dobish he had 38 shots against. He stopped 36. That's pretty damn good. 2 goals against. So pretty good on his behalf. Great play and great effort. We're getting some consistency from him, and that's good to see. Right, so let's get down to it. The scoring summary. We had the game start off in the first period at 11:20. Nice power play goal by Jari Slavkovsky, being in the right spot and wiring it, assisted by Nick Suzuki. He wired it in the bumper spot there, and assisted by Suzuki and Caufield. Great combination there. That gave Montreal a lead. But, of course, we knew the Sabres weren't going to go away. 7:36, Owen Power scores one, assisted by Tage Thompson and Ramis Dalun. Are we surprised with that combination? Not a chance. Great combination for them. Noah at 18:56, Buffalo goes ahead on the power play, assisted by Alex Tuck and Bowen Byron. And that puts them ahead going into the third. But then our little bundle of joy, goal Caufield, comes through for us to even this thing up at 4:14, assisted by Noah Dobson, who's just really. This has been a great acquisition, and assisted by Noah Dobson and Lane Hudson, our magic boy. Um, And so that ties the thing. And Cole Caulfield doesn't waste any time. 10-13. They come back with another goal from Cole Caufield, assisted by Suzuki and Kirby Doc. Great to see that first line working. And then at 19-12, we get Oliver Kapanen scoring on an empty net, assisted by Noah Dobson. So this was good to see. And, you know, he just buries the game. And great to see the composure of the Canadians. This is what we needed. We got it. And we've had a good little stretch there, a stretch where I thought the Habs were running into teams that they were not going to do so well in this little run before the Olympics, but they have done fairly well, through this process. So continuing to impress, if you know what I mean, and that seems to be the way it's been. So what else do we have here for you? We will get there. Okay, shots again, 38-31. So Dobes was definitely key in this victory. He's been solid, and that's great to see. And that's the thing that's why this kid belongs on this team. So no, I don't want to hear the Jazz when we get these flip floppy um, analysts that come out and 1 minute they're in their corner, but because he's not French, they'll sway from him very quickly. He's been the most consistent in the net thus far. He owns the job, in my opinion. There's no doubt. Monty, like I said, just way beyond inconsistent. Yes, he had a few good games, but then he went right back down the tubers. So hits were 29-24 in favor of Montreal. Face-offs, we did exceptionally well, 40-17. Face-off winning percentile was 70.2 to 29.8 for the Habs. Power play opportunities 4-3 for the Sabres. Power play goals 1 apiece. Power play percentile was 33.3 for the Habs, 25.0 for the Sabres. Shorthanded goals, none. Total penalties 4-3 for Montreal. Penalty minutes 8-6 for Montreal. Okay, block shots 20-7 for Montreal. I love seeing that stat. That to me goes a long ways for a team effort. And we're getting that effort out of the boys blocking shots. Takeaways 5-4 for Montreal, and giveaways were 16-13 for the Sabres. So this was good. We kind of forced a much bigger team into mistakes, and we capitalized. That's what you got to do if you're planning on it. And these games are so crucial. So this was a valiant effort. I was overly filled with joy to see this victory. Great team effort. Finally get on this team in particular has really hurt us this season, really putting the boots to us, and we just kind of even things up here with this victory. And we're going to have to make sure we're on top of it because we got to win these divisional games. This was crucial. They needed to snap the trend. They did. And what more can you say? Cole Caufield, he's just been a sweetheart to watch. I mean, he's hitting, and I mean, he's not just hitting. He's he's putting some fairly solid hits together, and he's been that way all season and just coming through with the goals. He's been crucial, and I just hope they don't tamper with this team too much when some of the injuries, like Newhook, yes, we'll be looking forward to getting him back in the lineup. Patrick Lonnie, I think somehow you're going to have to put him in a package, or just don't mess this cycle up, or you send him to Laval, or you let him go, release him. I think you've got to make a serious move because I'm sorry, he doesn't fit in, and these players are too deserving to be in their roles. There's no one he can outperform on this roster. Sorry, his effort's not there, his speed's not there. It's just not there. So with that being said, you've seen it here at Center Heights Productions. We will get right back to you with you'll see the review on the Minnesota Habs game. Thank you for watching. We will catch you in the next episode very shortly. Go Habs, go. You've seen it here with